I want to talk about the current issues that are going on in the world of Guilty Gear. If you are anybody that's tried to play this game in the past month or so, I'm sure you are already aware of many of these issues. The Strive servers have been a complete mess ever since the Xbox crossplay integration that they did about a month ago. And they have pretty much not gotten better at all. If anything, they've gotten worse, I feel like. And beyond that, there's also the issue with HackerMan. That has been an issue that has honestly existed for about a year now. And kind of came in, it was a big problem for a little bit, and then it faded away again. And now it seems like it has come back in full force. So if you don't know what the HackerMan situation is referring to, this is kind of what everybody has been calling it. It is this problem where someone or multiple people seem to be able to cause your game to lag incredibly hard or just crash your game outright. And then the only way to close the game is through Task Manager. The game just will be unresponsive completely. And this has resulted in pretty much anybody that is a big time streamer or a big time competitor of the game to be unable to play the game because they'll be targeted whenever they try to play and the game will be in an unplayable state. And this has been a problem for a while now. Affected Sajam, affected people like Romola, players like myself, Diaphone, everybody, right? So we're in a current situation where I think Strive is maybe the most unplayable fighting game that I've ever played. And I've played fighting games for about 8 years now. So that's saying a lot. And the problem here is that we have not really had great communication from ArcSys at this point. They haven't really explained what they're trying to do. They just keep telling us like, hey, we're aware that there's problems. And that's really all we've gotten, both in regards to the servers just not working well and the HackerMan issue specifically. And this is a big problem because obviously the game is just not playable. Even if someone like myself wanted to play the game, I couldn't, right? Earlier, my game was literally crashed. I couldn't play it or anything. My game crashed right now? That would be so hype. Yo, it is. Let's go. I love that. Today, I was trying to play in a tournament. I was trying to play in 9 Moons, and we couldn't play in that because they were being targeted by the HackerMan, and they had to cancel the entire tournament. That's very unfortunate because 9 Moons was trying to put on a whole like qualification system for a bigger tournament that they had planned, and now that has to be canceled. There was supposed to be an NA versus EU exhibition that I was going to be a part of that also had to be canceled because of the situation. CLG Run It, which just did their last event because CLG is shut down now, their last event also had to be canceled because of HackerMan. So tournaments can't be held. Players like myself can't play the game at all. And even if you're someone that's not like a big time streamer that's getting targeted by this hacking situation, the ability to play the game is also just not there because the servers are so bad. And this is a big problem because we're on the verge of some other fighting games coming out. Street Fighter 6, namely, is right around the corner. It's about 2 months away at this point. And that is already going to be a game that is going to take some attention away from Guilty Gear Strive, right? Even if Strive has content planned, right? We have Asuka coming in May, or presumably it's Asuka coming in May. They already said that Season 3 is going to be a thing. We're supposed to be getting information on their new ArcSys World Tour that's supposed to be happening this year. None of that matters if their game isn't playable, right? Like, none of us can participate in it. None of us can practice the game for these tournaments like Combo Breaker, which is coming up in May. Nobody can practice for the ArcSys World Tour if we can't play the game. All of these characters and everything don't matter if we can't play the game. Badman just came out, and we can't play him. It's just not playable. We can't get on the game and play the game with any amount of consistency whatsoever. In regards to like, why is this happening? Like, why is someone deciding to target Strive specifically? We don't seem to know. The issue seems to be incredibly complex, honestly. The issue that they're having on a cybersecurity level seems to be honestly pretty ridiculous. And I almost want to think that the reason that ArcSys has not talked about it is because the issue is so severe that talking about it would only end poorly for them. I don't think that there's a lack of trying. I do think that ArcSys is probably trying to fix these issues, but I'm just kind of assuming that these issues are much larger than maybe we're anticipating currently. And maybe they're not fit to fix it, at least not within any type of reasonable amount of time. So yeah, I just want to make this video real quick to kind of explain why, you know, if maybe you don't see some of your favorite streamers playing the game, or if it feels like the game just isn't being talked about as much, this is why. A lot of streamers are unable to play the game. And even if you're not a streamer, the state of the servers are so bad that a lot of people are choosing to just not play the game in the first place. To give you an example of how bad it is, I've had people tell me that they're playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate online because it works better than Strive. Think about that. they're playing a Nintendo game willingly online because it works better than this game. And I think that about sums up where we're at right now. Just to be clear, I obviously don't want people to go flame ArcSys or any of the employees or whatever, because like I said, I'm assuming they are trying their best, but I would love to have some type of communication on what is happening and to be, you know, just kind of in the know of why these types of things aren't being fixed yet. Either way, that's all I got on this topic. I just felt like talking about it and making sure everybody was like aware of what was actually going on. So hopefully they fix it soon. That's all I got.